Hi guys, this is Melissa Zad for Into Boxing, and I am so delighted to be joined by none other than Spencer Oliver, who's not just Spencer Oliver tonight, he's also a dream make truer, because we're stood inside the ring here at Boxer.
This is the ring that Richard Riakporhe just knocked Fabio Turchi out in. I thought, you know what? We always do interviews, don't we? We always do them like outside of there, or like outside of the toilet, or like, you know what I mean, somewhere in the back. So I thought, fuck it, let's make it happen. Let's get in the ring. So yeah, it's all cool.
Do you know what? When you suggested it, I actually said, I was like, Spencer, I don't think we can do that. And you were like, who can't do that? And here we are.
Absolutely. Spencer makes dreams happen.
Honestly, it's amazing. So let's talk a little bit about the fantastic night of boxing that we've just seen. We'll just start with the main event because obviously that was an absolute barnstormer. You know, to be honest, it didn't really get off. Yeah. Riakporhe stopped him in the second round, as the commentator told us, within the first 3 seconds. Yeah. And here's the kicker. Everyone always talks about Riakporhe's right hand. They never really talk about his left hand, and it was a left shot to the body.
Yeah, beautiful shot. He set it up with he sort of threw a little right uppercut, took Turchi over here and then delivered here. Beautiful shot. You could hear it like bam, he went over, he got actually the corner man probably done the right thing by jumping in when he did, just saved him from further punishment, but just shows you Richard's development. You know, as a fighter, I think he's just gone from leaps and bounds. You look at these beat people like Chris Billam-Smith, Tommy McCarthy, Dion Juma last time out, who was a really tricky opponent. He's just improving all the time. Fabio Turchi is a decent fighter. A good test for him before he gets up to that world level. That was an eliminator for the IBF title, which is held by Marius Bredas, which is an option. But WBC champion as well, Mugabu, is also another option. They're two fights. Listen, Mugabu, definitely. I'd like to see Riakporhe in with him now. I think he's 39 years of age, and I think that he's probably the easier touch of all the champions out there. So I think that Boxer in talks with them at the moment. But I'd like to see Riakporhe in for a world title next. I think he's ready. I think he's proved that. He showed his patience there, you know, he showed his ring craft, taking his time, looking for the opening, setting the traps, and he picked the shot beautifully. Good performance.
Fantastic performance. We didn't even get to see really how good Turchi was because, you know, first round they were feeling each other out. Second round, Turchi was over. Richard Riakporhe said in the post-fight interview, you know, I am that guy. Yeah. I am that guy. And to be honest, he's proving it.
He certainly is, you know, and I think we do know how good Turchi is because, you know, we looked at him in the past. He lost a split decision to Tommy McCarthy, who Riakporhe blew away in 4 rounds, to be fair. But McCarthy's a good fighter. So it tells you sort of level Turchi is. He's a tough, strong European fighter. He's one of those guys that's game as they come. And Riakporhe just dismantled him in there. It just shows you how good he is. Interviewed Richard after the fight, actually. I said to him, you know, improving every time. When Spence, they've not even seen the best of me yet. He said, they've not even found the best of me yet. He said, I just took my time. I've found the patience now, taking my time, and that's creating the openings for me. So, yeah, all in all, I thought it was a great performance.
Let's talk a little bit about the comment you made yesterday about Robert Garcia, you know, not having trained heavier fighters in the past and being good with the lighter guys. And obviously Riakporhe mentioned his name today in the post-fight press conference. Any thoughts?
Well, listen, I think that what it was it's just about Robert Garcia as a trainer. We know he's like one of the best, if not the best in the world. He's a great trainer. He look at his CV, and that will explain that. But we haven't seen him training with the bigger guys. Well, we saw that tonight, didn't we? And we saw Riakporhe, and I thought, you know what? Actually, he's all right. He's done really well there. So, yeah, he went out there, he had a game plan, he stuck to it. So, look, Robert in the camp can only be a beneficial thing. Like I said with Anthony Joshua, having Robert Garcia in the corner is good for Anthony Joshua's confidence because he'll have faith in Robert Garcia because you look at Robert's resume, you cannot not have faith in him. And now Robert's proved that, look, he's not proved, he hasn't got anything to prove, but he showed that he can work with big fighters as well because Riakporhe went out there, he took his time, he developed some. Riakporhe, like Anthony Joshua, is big, you know, he's athletic, he's got long levers, he's heavy-handed, he ticks a lot of boxes that Anthony Joshua does. So, you know, Garcia, I think, is going to be a massive bonus for Anthony Joshua going into that rematch with Alexander Usyk, which I believe is going to happen now in August the 20th.
Yeah.
I believe they're talking about August the 20th out in Saudi. They're still waiting to finish this new arena that they're building, 40,000 arena. So, yeah, it looks like that's possibly going to be the date now. So.
Obviously, yesterday, Eddie Hearn said that Joshua's made his decision about the broadcast. Do you have any inclination or any thoughts, maybe even like a intuition on which way he's going to go?
I think I do.
Oh,
Exactly. Yeah. No. Yeah. I've got my. I think I've got a good idea where it's going. I'm gonna get in trouble for that. Probably would actually.
do you want to tell us what your inclination is?
I don't know if I do, actually, yeah. I don't know if I do. The only reason I don't, Melissa, not because I don't love you, it's because I don't know if I can. So I've got to be very careful on that one. So, yeah, I'll probably skip that question, but I've got a good idea where he's going and what broadcaster he's going to.
All right,
Nearly.
it's an off the record conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Last question from me, because I've kept you here for long enough. What other fights did you love from tonight? I mean, sorry, actually not the last question, because Lauren Price, fantastic performance, her debut, Olympic gold medalist. Chris Kongo, let's talk about that.
Come on, I'm glad you brought that up, actually, because I was going to say Lauren Price, obviously, debut, all the things, pressure on her shoulders, and I actually really like Lauren, I like Karis, I love them as girls, I love the stories, I love the backstory, so that was an obvious one, really, and I thought she'd done really well. But Chris Kongo, man, wow. He took it to another level. Formella was digging in deep just to hang in there, really. It was a great performance from Kongo, it really was. Really, really impressed with that one. I was like, I loved that. I loved what I saw there. And who was the other one as well? Jermaine Brown.
And Zach
Chelli. Zach Chelli. That was a coming-of-age fight for Zach Chelli. Jermaine Brown is undefeated going in there, and it was a 50-50 fight. But you know what? Zach Chelli was too big, too strong. And once he found that rhythm and he got into it a little bit, found his timing, he sort of took over and he started growing in confidence, and that was a tough night for Jermaine Brown. But he ticked a lot of boxes as well, because one loss doesn't mean a career over. It's just what you take from it. You go away, you go back to the drawing board, and you learn from your mistakes and what went wrong. And I think that's what Jermaine will do. I think he's a great fighter and he's got great pedigree and he's a great prospect. He's just got now, this could make or break him as a fighter. He can go back and he'll either come back stronger or it'll dent his confidence. I think he'll go back and he'll take a lot from it. But Zach Chelli, what a performance. Wow. I was really, really impressed with it. I weren't expecting it. Throwing shots like lead uppercuts, big shots, creating the space, controlling the space. It was impressive stuff.
I mean, it's fair to say that I think a lot of people have thought about Zach Chelli in the past and thought, he throws his wild shots, he's quite aggressive, he's a come-forward fighter. Tonight he showed nuance, he showed levels.
Yeah, listen, there's always been a big question mark over Zach Chelli, whether he could make the grade, whether he could, take that jump. And I think tonight he proved that he's improving as a fighter, and I think that confidence shows in his performance. The guy just believes in himself. When you speak to him, it's just he ain't losing, do you know what I mean? And I think that self-confidence comes out in his performances. It was impressive.
A great night of boxing here in Wembley, a really, really stacked card.
Not as good as getting in the ring though, is it?
Nothing can top this moment. You have no idea.
No, brilliant stuff. It was, great chatting to you, Mel.
You too.